Hey team, Whitney here. Welcome to my home office. I have had the pleasure of telling stories for over a decade now, ones that we truly believe move the dial forward. It's in our mission here at the Whitney Reynolds Show to really make waves and become a safe space and hopefully inspire people to own their story. However, today, as we're stepping into show number 2 in the new season, I wanted to make sure to meet people exactly where they're at, because one thing that has been laid very heavy on my heart is we always say your story matters and we tell these deep stories. But right now, in this moment, I want to speak to the person that's watching in the midst of the struggle. I know it's very hard to own the fact that that is probably pruning you for greater things. I think it's really important for you to know you're not alone, for you to know that your story does matter and that you are seen for exactly where you're at. I want you to take a look at what's coming up tonight. I think it will inspire you, and I'll be back in just a minute.
And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, I can no longer make sure that you're safe in here. And I was very nervous going into it. And also, we were told you wouldn't know if they would survive delivery. So it was very scary because we've been told, like that a lot of these are just stillborn, So that was just, I was waiting for them to cry. And when finally they were delivered and they got whisked off right away into like the room that's next door to just get their vitals going, make sure, I was like, I don't hear them cry. Are they going to cry? And they opened the door and we heard them cry. Yeah. And I just went, oh, like, this is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, it was a wonderful day.
Early on, as much as we wanted to be able to sit there and love on the girls and take the, the skin to skin time photos and everything, they were fragile. It was a precious little, newborn babies that were together and some complexity. And so for us, those first couple weeks, I know were just a whirlwind, and we were taking it day by day, as they say. And
well, the grace in the moment that I honestly, I didn't realize that was prepping me for my role here as director at Humble Design made me have that aha moment that, oh, wait a minute. I was actually homeless as a kid. I was homeless for over 2 years. I feel like I can relate to them in a way, and that I can embrace them, and that I understand to some extent where they've been, what they're going through. And honestly, I think it makes me more approachable for them and make them feel more comfortable. It's a tough position to be in, to be the one in need, to be the one asking for people to give you things, to be forced in that position. It's made me feel the importance of what I'm doing now in a way that's, I feel like is super profound.
So that is what's coming up tonight and this week on the Whitney Reynolds Show. You can always catch it on pbs.org or other streaming devices, but we'd love you to watch it live. And as I mentioned, I woke up with this just heaviness of, we know people are in the midst of it. And on the show, as we just heard, we're hearing stories that are inspiration, that hope is here even in the struggle. But we want you to know, if you are in the midst of it, you are not alone, you are seen, and your story does matter. We'll see you this week.